Welcome out again, everyone, to the Tennessee National Raceway, where we've got our track talk for this week, driver profile of the week. We got Ms Dannye Rhinehart with us, driver of the number 13 E-Mod. We want to get all of our sponsors in for the Tennessee National Raceway, 412 Market, TNT Auto Body, TNK Auto Repair, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, RockAuto.com, the Commodore Hotel, Advantage Cut Lawn Care Service, Cherry Photography, and of course cooperation with THR Productions. We're bringing you Track Talk, Profile of the Week. Ms Dannye Rhinehart, driver of the number 13 E-Mod, sponsored by 412 Building and Nursery here in Hohenwald, Rhinehart Heavy Truck Sales in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and Hillbilly Wines and Liquors in Hohenwald as well. Ms Dannye, welcome to Track Talk. How are you this evening?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's a joy for us to have you up here. Always the drivers, it's a joy for THR Productions and the Tennessee National to have our drivers up here and give an interview for them. What got you into racing, Ms Dannye?
Well, my dad has always been in the open wheel, and my mom married my stepdad, and they were in late models, and it kind of just happened one day out here at practice. I decided I wanted to see what it was like, so I started out in the late model. And then this year I decided I was going to try an open wheel, so that's how I ended up in the E-Mod class.
You got the E-Mods, and last week, or actually the last race here, we were rained out last week, the last race here, you was running up front, showing them guys how to run the track.
Yes, sir. I tried my best to.
And you was doing a great job of it that night as you was out front leading the race there for a while. Catching up with the number 46 car. What are we going to have to do that?
Just make consistent laps and do what I know I need to do and just be there when the time comes.
Talking about the driver number 46, Jason Clayton, profile of the week earlier in Track Talk. He's won these races, but you guys are catching him. Jason and I were actually talking down in the pits earlier, and he was talking about, yeah, they're getting a little faster and they're catching up with me now. So, you know, he's making some changes, and I know you guys are as well.
Yes, sir. We make changes every week to try to get the car better. And I'm still learning a lot about this open wheel because it's a lot different than my late model was. So I'm still learning, but we're getting there slowly but surely.
Ms Dannye, looking forward to the rest of the season. We've got E-Mod race number 2 of our summer shootout got rained out last Saturday night and been rescheduled for, I believe, it's August the 3rd. And when that's coming up, we're going to have the car ready because, if I ain't mistaken, you guys are going to be running the Summer Shootout Series race number 2 and number 3 back to back. What are we looking for there?
Yes, sir. We'll have our car ready and out here and just make consistent laps and hopefully be there at the end, because that's all I really want to do is just win one before this season is over.
So your goal for this season actually is to win a race, or what are we looking for the points championship?
I'm not really points chasing this year because it was a little late when I got my car done, but just winning one is my main goal right now.
Out here on the track, do you prefer a wet track or do you prefer a dry track? Which one suits your driving style better?
Wet and tacky is usually easier to drive, but I'm more of a slick kind of girl. I kind of like the challenge of what it throws at you. I'm still getting used to it a lot, but I like it.
Well, Ms Dannye, as far as tonight goes, any changes we're going to see as far as the number 13 E-Mod car out on the track? Are we going to see changes tonight? Or are we leaving the same setup in there as what we had the last Saturday night when you were running so well?
It's basically the same setup. We have changed a little bit on the front end, so maybe that'll help me some coming out of the corners and stuff. But basically it's the same, and basically we just hope it's there at the end.
Well, Ms Dannye, we're with Dannye Rhinehart, driver of our number 13 E-Mod car here at the Tennessee National Raceway. Ms Dannye was running real well the last time out here at the track, and she's here tonight trying to get that first win up under your belt. What's that first win going to mean to you, Ms Dannye?
It'll mean a lot to me and to all my fans and family that come out here with me, and just my crew and everybody that helps. It'll mean a lot to us all.
And talking about the E-Mod, all of you E-Mod class, and this class that's kind of new here to the Tennessee National Raceway and just about everywhere, it's one of the newer classes coming up. I hear all you guys always back there talking and swapping parts and changing information and all this other stuff. It's probably one of the most close-knit racing divisions that there is.
Yes, sir. We're all really close because it's kind of a new thing to all of us, really, because E-Mods have never been around here. So we're all just trying to figure out what works the best and helping each other out the much as we can, really.
Okay, for the 13 E-Mod this year, are you going to be serious about running for the championship next year, or are you planning on being in that car next year? What's your goals in the future?
Well, I might still be in the E-Mod next year, but hopefully I'll move up to the full-blown open wheels. That's my main goal before long.
And that's when you're going to be chasing the likes of the B25 of Todd Bates and some of those drivers, Justin Cross and the 00. That's going to be a big step for you as well.
Yes, sir. I'm just going to take my time in the E-Mod and really learn how to control it real good before I move up. But I'm really looking forward to being able to race my dad out there sometime. So.
Well, Ms. Dannye Rhinehart, stay with it because again, you're excelling each and every week. It's getting better and better every week. We watch you coming out of the turns and all, and you're handling it a lot better now. Just hang in there and stay with it. And that race is going to come. That first win is going to come pretty soon.
Thank you. I sure hope so.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Track Talk, Driver Profile of the Week. We're with driver of the number 13 E-Mod. Again, her sponsors are 412 Building and Nursery in Hohenwald, Tennessee, Rhinehart Heavy Truck Sales out of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, and Hillbilly Wines and Liquors out of Hohenwald, Tennessee as well. The driver of the number 13 E-Mod, Ms. Dannye Rhinehart. Ms. Dannye, best of luck to you tonight and the rest of the season, and we definitely appreciate you coming and sharing some of your abilities with us here and giving us some insight on what's going on the track.
Thank you for having me.
Again, that's Ms. Dannye Rhinehart, driver of the number 13 E-Mod. That's this week's Track Talk Driver Profile of the Week. Until next time, Godspeed.